Right Honorable Toba Fatunla, Special Assistant Service Delivery. At the level of the State of Assembly, permit me again to go back to the recognitions. We have members of the Ekiti State House of Assembly Service Commission here present, led by the chairman, Mr. Ogunshakin. Fashakin, I beg your pardon. Fashakin, I beg your pardon. He leads members of the Ekiti State House of Assembly Commission. I have no power to change your name, and I don't have the gavel. His Royal Majesty, Oba Jonathan Agbo Ola Adele Ekiti, you are highly welcome, distinguished Royal Father. Thank you for being part of this engagement. Is representing the Chairman Council of Traditional Rulers in this place. The SSA to the Governor on Women Empowerment is here. Mrs. Mosun Tunjisaliu, you're welcome. You may have to pardon the order in which I'm taking it because of the way the list is just trickling in. All right, representative of CAN is here, the chairman of CAN to be precise. He led us in the opening prayer earlier. You're welcome, Reverend Ariba Soe. I also want to recognize the Chief Imam, representative of Algon, representative of the Yellow Jazz, representative of youth organizations, representative of the private sector and artisans, representative of the media. We have here the #1 media citizen, Chairman NUJ, Kaodeba Batuyi is here. We have the representative of Ratau here. We have the representative of FIBAN here. We really welcome you and we appreciate you for being part of this. Local government chairman, you are specially recognized. You have been specially recognized recently, nationally, and again here. I also welcome you and I recognize you. Thank you for being part of what we are doing here today. More introductions will still be taken as we progress. The DG Bureau of Civic Orientation is here. Mrs. Olawumi Famuyiwa, you are also especially welcome because what we are doing is strategic to your office. Yes, at this point, we have a tripod here. When you look at a camera, you see a tripod. That's the 3 legs that stand the camera. And what we have put together today is a tripod arrangement. And without one of the legs, the tripod will not stand. So I will let you know the 3 legs that make up that tripod. This engagement is jointly organized by the State House of Assembly. Earlier, I've recognized the Speaker. We also have a very critical office to what we are doing, which is the Office of Community Communications. We have a woman there who, if I call her a professor of grassroots mobilization, I will not be wrong. A woman like a man, very active. I was looking at the footwear this morning. I said, is she here for sports? But that is her for you because she is always on the field, always at the grassroots, always in action, always for action. And that is the DG, Community Communications, Mrs. Mary Osho or Motosho. Thank you for being who you are. And we have another body, the Justice, Development, and Peace Initiative. That body has been doing a great job This is a fearless that goes ahead to make assessment of government. And of course, we must appreciate the type of government we have in the state at the moment. Government that is not allergic to assessment or criticism. And that is the government of Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji. And that is why you can have such a body that will go around, make assessments, and even come back to tell you if the people say you are not doing fine, that is it, they will tell you. And the essence is for corrective purpose, so that of course you have room for improvement. I'm aware they always set out to do their things even earlier in the lifetime of a government, so that within a year or less than 2 years, you know how you're faring, and then you are able to dot the i's and cross the t's and give the people the better things that they desire. And who is heading JDPI? We have here Reverend Father. Been doing a very great job in the state. Father, you're welcome. All right, Commissioner. President, Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in Ekiti State, Alhaji Ahmed Bakare. You are also specially welcome. Honorable Barrister Bayo Idowu will welcome you to this gathering. And I will ask a group of people to stand up. And why will I ask them to stand up? They deserve special recognition. If you see revolution or transformation happening in the Ekiti State House of Assembly, it's not because Mr. Speaker is working as an island, but it's because Mr. Speaker enjoys the maximum cooperation of those who have been elected from various constituencies to be members of this State House of Assembly. When you want to talk of the women among them, they have almost become men because they are always very active. They are people of value. They are people of quality. When you look at the assembly, you always witness here robust legislation. One of the transformations is what we are doing here. And that is how we also stream all over the world. When you are in Australia, you can watch us. If you are in India, you can watch us. That is the tolerance in which we welcome feedback. You can watch us and you can criticize us. Members of the 7th Assembly, please rise to your feet, and I think a round of applause should go to all of them. A round of applause should go to all the State House of Assembly Committee on Information and Values Orientation. Honorable Tunde Idowu, please step forward. Oh, okay, you can take it there. The microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen Aribasoye, distinguished members of Ekiti State 7th Assembly, all stakeholders in Ekiti State, the DG, Office of the Community Communication, the representative of Justice Development and Peace Initiative, JDPI, Reverend Father Akingbade, the executive member of Ekiti State government that are here present. I want to welcome representative of Khan, the representative of Chief Imam, representative of Algon, representative of ESCOS, the representative of technical advisors, the representative of director generals, representative of iyalojas, representatives of youth organization, representative of private and sector and artisans, representative of media heads, the NUJ, the Ratao, FIBAN, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am Honorable Babatunde Ido, a member representing Ikere Constituency 2. Let me thank our Creator for bringing us here safely from our respective homes, and to welcome you all to this gathering of the various stakeholders championing Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji's administration commitment toward enhancing grassroots participation in governance of our dear state. Let me also make special mention of our partners in this special program, especially the Community Communication, Justice Development and Peace Initiative, JDPI, and the Director General, Office of the Community Communication, Mrs. Mary Osho Omotosho, and our team. Our passionate mother, the Deputy Governor in absentia. This is a follow-up to dissecting pressing issues, present relevant data, and explore possible solutions to public engagement with a diverse group of stakeholders. By bringing together representatives from various sectors, we hope to create a platform for meaningful discussion that can drive positive change in Ekiti State. I want to assure you, as a representative of the people, as directed by Mr. Speaker, that information is better disseminated in our churches, in our town and villages gathering through our traditional rulers. Effective and productive information dissemination is a necessity in Ekiti State. As the Bible says, you will not light a candle. That is, a city set on the mountain cannot be hidden. The government of our Omoluabi governor, the governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, is doing a lot in Ekiti State when we talk about grassroots mobilization, grassroots involvement. And there are a lot of development that is going on in Ekiti State that we must take to the door of each Ekitikete. That is the major reason we are gathering this wonderful money. This is no doubt in consonance with the agitation of legislators and members of the 7th Assembly under the able leadership of the Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen Aribasoye toward an action plan that will drive grassroots participation in our dear state. Grassroots participation as agent of change is not a new concept throughout history. Grassroots population has led movement for change at every level and have been an integral part of that change, be it political and economical, even social. We are saying let us mobilize around specific issues that affect and impact grassroots participation as in government activities, partisan, election, and leadership. I am therefore confident that we can work together over the next few hours together towards those targets mentioned above, building on the gains already made towards enhancing citizen engagement in Ekiti State under the administration to transform the political and socio-economic landscape both today and for the children of the future. I appreciate you all for your patience and for giving me audience while the address lasted. I want to welcome Ekiti State representatives. I want to welcome Ekiti. I want to welcome our fathers, our traditional fathers. I want to welcome our religious leaders and all are sundry. You are welcome. Erile Ekiti Agbeao. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Chairman, House Committee on Information. For more of him, we can now promo what we do. If you want to see more of him, just log on to our live streaming anytime we have plenary. All right, let me quickly also introduce the following people. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Honorable Kayode Fashai. You're welcome. Special Advisor on Governance, Honorable Odunayo Ayeni, you're also welcome. Deputy Speaker, Ekiti Youth Parliament, well, Right Honorable is written there. Agbaje Damilola, you're welcome. But know that your Right Honorable will be a bit pocketed today in the presence of Mr. Speaker. Okay. So we at this point have Mr. Speaker speak, the speaking speaker, a man of action, a man of transformation, the leader of the revolution of the 7th Assembly, Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen Aribasoye.
Thank you. I'm sorry I come here with any prepared speech because I believe the best way today is to speak extempore, to communicate what is in our mind. By the time you write a speech, then you are limited by it. So I have decided not to do that, and again, that will allow me to really go straight to the issues and discuss it at the way it is. But let me start by acknowledging my colleagues, members of the 7th Assembly, the dynamic 7th Assembly. These are very cerebral individuals that have been elected to represent our communities at this point in time. I will keep mentioning it that by the special grace of God, as the Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, I have the privilege to listen to them. I am at a very vantage position to listen to every member when they are making contributions on the floor of the House here. And I can tell you that we have not just intelligent, cerebral people, but we have people who are passionate and committed to Ekiti development. And these are members of the 7th Assembly. I recognize all of you, and I say you are welcome. Is our program. And also want to specifically recognize all the members of ESCO who are here in their large number. I'm sorry I might not be able to mention you one after the other. And let me also recognize the board, member of board, Ekiti State House of Assembly Commission led by the chairman. Like my governor will say, I am using the chairman as a point of contact to other commissioners in the Ekiti State House of Assembly. Please also single out the Director General Office of Community Communication, Mrs. Mary Osho, the DG, and to use her as a point of contact to other DGs, technical advisors, SCSSs, and every other government appointees in Ekiti State. I'm using her, like my governor will do also, as a point of contact to all of them. I also recognize the presence of all chairmen who are here, led by the Hagon chairman. I recognize all of you. You are welcome. Our Kabiyesi, Kade Pelori Kibata Pele Se, Irukere Ama Posini, and no governor ni motiko. I appreciate you. You are welcome, Kabiyesi. On behalf of all of us in the Christian House of Assembly, we know your importance. We know the role you occupy as the custodian of our traditional heritage. We know that. And whatever we are doing to do, you have an important place in it. And that's why we recognize you. We say you are welcome. We welcome all the religious leader, the kanchama, the Muslim cleric, and every other person. I'm sorry, please not be able to go and over to I know all of us, but Yaloja, Akibugbe Yaloja o, Akiyipe Ekwaba, Eyelobìnrin, Akinyo, ṣé mọ̀ pé gómìnà mi náà máa sọ pé kò sówó àbí wọn náà ṣe máa sọ yẹn. Gbogbo ìgbà ẹ stand by, owó wà, mọ́tò wà, kò sọ́kadà. Thank you. You are welcome. And all the youth representatives here, the youth parliament, and every other person. And of importance, also, a member of the first realm, because they are very important. I don't want my voice to begin to crack by the time they are reporting. So I recognize you, and I don't want my face to blur when they are also reporting this. So you are all welcome. I thank everybody, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Very, very important. The people who even initiated I have not recognized them. The JDPI, Justice Development and Peace Initiative, led by Father Kingbade, Emmanuel Kingbade. You are welcome, sir, and everybody from that group. And I will start this way. What we are witnessing today started a long time ago when Father Kingbade came with on a courtesy visit to my office. And I remember we discussed at that time, and Father said the team will be going out to all communities and our various constituencies in Ekiti State on a needs assessment. And part of what they had to do was to go out with questionnaires. And of course I said, no problem. Well, of course, we'll be glad to get that feedback as representative of the people, because that is why we are elected. There is the need for us to get feedbacks. And for you to know that for us in the Ekiti State House of Assembly, particularly the 7th Assembly, we are not just responsible, but we are responsive. I remember at our discussion, we recall that you raised an issue with us on land grabbing in Ekiti State. And you mentioned, of course, the activities of some of Omonile, particularly the family heirs and the family, how they normally do people. I can tell you today, as a responsive house, that this house has also passed a law in Ekiti State that was passed about 3 days ago, like just last week, Thursday. Now, to make it, to have severe punishment for anybody that gets himself involved in anti-grabbing in Ekiti. But not just that alone, because what is novel, because it's an amendment, what is novel in this is that every family landowner in Ekiti State must have a designated bank account that a prospective buyer will have to pay into, because of experience of Ekiti citizens in the hands of these people. Because after buying land from this family, some of them, they also team up again in order to defraud, to now put another person forward as the family head. And by the time you get to court, those even sold the money that I've earlier told you that is the family head will now say, oh, we made a mistake. This was I mean, that is our family head. And at the end of the day, such contract in law, is void ab initio. But in order to forestall that, payment has to be made. Family account, it is state. So you cannot just make payment for land on a family land now to any single individual. What we have done, and we have also said any family violating this is punishable with 5 years imprisonment. Not just 5 years imprisonment, they will also pay 10% of the value of the land as fine, and both together. It is not an option of fine. We don't have an option of fine in this law that we have passed. Upon conviction, you are sentenced to 5 year imprisonment, and also make payment of 10%. Meanwhile, it is not all. The person they have defrauded also has the right to pursue civil litigation against that person to recover full payment of whatever he has invested. And that is what we've done based on our discussion we had earlier. And let me also inform you, part of what we are doing presently, and I need to say this because people need to know, we are also considering the activities of the so-called estate agents in Ekiti State, with a view of coming up with a law to regulate their activities. We know some of them, even when they don't have any property at all, they will come, collect a transfer money from you and take it to where they know that you will never take, and collect that money. They will take you to 5. At the end of the day, they will even be the one to decide the value of a property. And that is why even in the law we just passed, we have also made it a criminal offense for a person who is not a registered surveyor or a registered valuer to determine the value of a property in Ekiti State. It is now an offense and is punishable by a conviction. We have had that, and we are working on the estate agents. By the time we are there, have an agency that will begin to regulate their activities. But this is not why we are here. This is just, by the way, just to say that Ekiti State House of Assembly are very responsive. Now, why are we here? The JDPI, Justice Development and Peace Initiative, have gone around the entire state to also know the needs of each community in Ekiti State. And as representative of the people, they are presenting it to us. But we felt, don't just come and present it to us. Office of Community Communication, who has also assisted because of our relationship with the people associations, we are in collaboration, working together. Let us bring all stakeholders. Let us bring the policy formulator and policy executors, like the executive member, the chairman of local government, and let JDPR now make this presentation to all of us. And by the time they make representation, we, as representatives of the people, we want to ascertain that the claims as contained in their report actually reflect the needs of the people. That is why we are here. Why we have the stakeholders, the clerics, both from the Christian and Muslim, the KBACs, the Yalobini, Yalojas, and artisans, everybody in the Ekiti State. That's why we have their representative, even the media. That's why we have them here. And also because we have people that will formulate and execute policies. That is why we are bringing members of the Executive Council. That is why we are bringing the government chairman to also listen, so that by the time we are formulating our policies, it will be in tandem with the needs of the people. So that we don't just, as policy formulators, as policy executors, we don't just impose our own interest on the people. So JDPI will present, the stakeholders will also ascertain the claims. Then for the policy formulators, you will now know when you are presenting your budget. We will also look at the budget at the House of Assembly to ensure that it reflects the needs of the people. And that is the essence of this engagement. That's why we call it engagement. That was why we have to change it from special plenaries Because if it were to be special plenary session, members of the public will not be able to make contribution. It will just be we. We will still take it to the we at the end of the day. After this, because we will have to come up with a resolution of the House, we will still take it back, and that will be we as representative. So you that what JDI is presenting, your interest is the needs assessment of the people, and that is why we are here. So on that note, I want to appreciate all of us. I want us to have a robust engagement. I want us to contribute, because this will go a long way in shaping development in Ekiti State. I thank you all. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Said it all, and we just move straight at this point to that paper presentation that has been talked about. The Reverend Father will be stepping forward to tell us what they have heard, what they have seen, and what. A round of applause for him, please. Just a few seconds for the media to set the stage to fit what they want.
All protocols duly observed, but in a very special way. You will allow me to appreciate two persons. And the first person is our mother, Mrs. Mary Osho, DG, the Office of Community Communication. She is the person that actually facilitated, this our gathering. She led us to the Honorable Speaker of the House of Assembly. That is why the second person that I want to specially and specifically appreciate is the Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye, Stephen Aribasoye, and all the members, the honorable members of the 7th Assembly. We want to thank you sincerely for letting your doors open. There has never been any time we approach this House of Assembly that the doors have been shut at us. And the Honorable Speaker just briefly gave us a report of the outcome of the discussions that we have earlier had with the Assembly. And we are glad and we are happy. And we can tell the people of Ekiti State that we, Justice, Development and Peace Initiative, we testify to the openness, the availability of the 7th House of Assembly. We believe that the doors are not open to us because we are Justice, Development and Peace Initiative, but that is how the doors of the Assembly have always been opened to interested members of our state. Now coming back, the media. So, we want to thank all the people of Ekiti State, from our royal fathers to everybody, for attending to our questionnaires. Before we embarked on this journey, we gathered 25 persons from different communities. We gathered them together to first and foremost find out the different items on which we could ask the people to express their desire as regards what they will want the government to do for them, which we call Citizens Agenda. The goal of that exercise is to contribute to people's participation in governance. And the total number of persons that attended to our questionnaires were 1,702 persons, comprising of 1,000 men and 702 female. And among this number, we have 73 people with disabilities. Civil servants that participated, there were 332. Farmers, traders, artisans, there was 417. Self-employed, private sector employed, there were 403. Traditional rulers, clergy, retirees, there were 111. Not employed, there were 141. And students, there were 297. Ìjọba, ètò ṣíṣe ti ìjọba kì í ṣe ti àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ó wà lórí àléfà nìkan. Àwa ará ìlú, àwa náà ní ipa láti kó nínú ètò ìjọba. A dẹ̀ wá wòye pé báwo ni a ṣe lè tún jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ ìjọba ṣíṣe kó ní ìlọsíwájú sí. Àwa wo ní ọ́fíìsì wa wípé ká mú àwọn ìbéèrè wá fún àwọn ènìyàn. Kí ni ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó ṣe fún yín? A mọ̀ pé ìjọba ní ètò tiwọn tí wọ́n fi máa ń bá àwa ará ìlú sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n a tún wá sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká tún fi eléyìí kún. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé a bá sọ̀rọ̀ káàkiri gbogbo Ekiti State, wọ́n jẹ́ 1,702 gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. We have just 4 sectors. We decided to make it very simple because this is our first outing. We want to believe that over time we could build on whatever we have been able to achieve now. And so we decided to make the questions simple and the sectors not too many. Just 4 sectors. What would you want God 73% of the people of Irekwodun local government want skills acquisition. Then bursary for their youth, 36% from Irekwodun. F4 local government area, 46% of the people who interviewed in F4 want community roads, and 54% want agricultural sector to be looked at. Then 79% want skills acquisition for their women, and 53% want more appointments of youths into their political offices. Emure local government area, 32% of the people from Emure local government want community elections. Priority sector for Ekiti East local government, 39% agricultural sector. What government should do for women? Appoint more women into political offices. That's what the people of Ekiti East want government to do for their women, 81%. Then appoint more youth to political offices, 52%. Going local governments, the priority for the community, water. Then priority sector, health. What government should do for the women? Skills acquisition for the women of Bonyi. Then what government should do for the youth? Appoint more youths into political offices. Oh yeah. Ikole local governments, the priority for the people of Ikole, water. That's for the community, water. The priority sector, agricultural sector. Then women's skills acquisition as what they want government to do for them, that's 85%. Then what government should do for the youth? Appoint more youths. Moba, local government area. The priority for the people of Moba Road. The priority sector, agricultural sector for the people of Moba. Then what government should do for the women? Skills acquisition for the women. And for the youth, appoint more youth into political offices. Ekiti Southwest. Ekiti Southwest. Ekiti Southwest. Please, that is an error. It's Ekiti Southwest. The priority for the people of Ekiti Southwest, electricity. That's for their community. Electricity. The priority sector, agricultural sector, 36%. What government should do for the women? Skills acquisition. And for the youth, for the youth, skills acquisition also for the youth. Idosi local government. The priority for the people of Idosi local government, electricity. Then the sector for government to look at agricultural sector. Then for the women, skills acquisition. Then for the youth, appoint more youths into political offices. Ileje-meje, the priority for the people of Ileje-meje, community road. Then for the sectors, agricultural sectors. And for the women, skills acquisition. And for the youth, appoint more youths to political offices. Then Oye local government. The priority for the people of Oye local government, electricity. Then the sector, agricultural sector. The women, skills acquisition. And for the youth, appoint more youths. In our record, we equally have, because we tried as much as possible to interview from all the wards, 177 wards, at least 5 persons from a ward, and the people from the ward constitute the local governments. And so, in a nutshell, that is our report of findings from the people of Ekiti State as regards what they want government to focus on and to do for them. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hello. Hello. Thank you very much, Father Akingbade, for that very detailed research and presentation. Of course, Ekiti people have spoken. They have talked about what they want. And I think issue of women seem to have taken place of priority in their hearts. Even going local government that is represented by a woman here is still asking for more. Okay, we will be taking remarks at this point. And of course, the very first will be coming from the arm that made the tripod complete in this exercise. And that is the Director General Community Communications in Ekiti State, Mrs. Mary Osho-Motosho. Over to you.
Thank you very much, the MC. The Right Honorable Speaker, the very innovative, accessible, available, forward-thinking Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye Stephen Aribasoye, the reliable, fantastic, and intelligent honorable members of Ekiti State House of Assembly, the very dependable executive members of Ekiti State who are running the government with our own people's governor, all the ESCO members, the commissioners and special advisors who are here in their great numbers. Good afternoon, sirs. The chairmen, the people at the grassroots, our own reliable pillar at the grassroots, who are also running very inclusive governance at the grassroots, all the chairmen that are here, I want to also use the Argon chairman as a point of contact to extend courtesy to all the chairmen. I say good afternoon to you, sir. Our religious leaders, our own CAN chairman, Reverend Dr. Aribasoye, our own Baba, you are also welcome, sir. Our royal father, representing Baba Olojudo, the Chairman Council of Traditional Rulers here, Kabiyesi. Our own, the media houses, the representative of the people, the NUJ, Ratawu, FIBAN, and all the media professionals in the house this afternoon or this morning. Thank you very much for being here. The Ekiti State Youth Parliament, represented by the Deputy Speaker, thank you very much for coming. The JDPI, who have taken its time to conduct this very important research and needs assessment for us. Thank you very, very much, Reverend Father Akingbade and your team. My colleague, my fellow DGs, my other colleagues, the technical advisors, my other colleagues, SSAs and SAs, good afternoon to you. Or good morning, sorry. I keep saying afternoon because it looks like afternoon to me. The representative of all Ekiti women across all the communities, the Yellow Berins, the representative of market women, leadership of market women, Iyaloja, Gbogbo, Owo Wow, Moto Wow, Eshe Goni. Representative of Onisho Wars, the private sector and the artisans, thank you very, very much for being here. Representative of youth organizations across Ekiti State, thank you very, very much for coming. And other representatives who are here and who time will not permit me to mention one after the other. Thank you very, very much for being here. I once again greet you, especially because we are here as the faces of other members of citizens of Ekiti State. As we speak, I think there are over 2 million, 3 million. And it means that as we are here, we are representing the 3 million Ekiti people. And God will give us the strength, the wisdom to represent them well by the time we go back to our various communities. This event, this engagement was born out of the fact that we have a governor who recognizes the fact that grassroots development hinges on the delivery of good governance and the need to include everyone, regardless of your status, regardless of political affiliations, regardless of your religious belief, into governance. And because we have a governor, Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, who believes so much in grassroots development, in inclusivity, in openness and transparency. And that is why we are all here. He believes so much in feedback that for us to have good governance delivered to the people at the grassroots, there must be strong feedback mechanism. And that is why we are here. And so we have other organs or members of the community or the state that we work with as government, such as NGO, like the JDPI, whose reports we have listened to this morning. And this report is just to help us and guide us in our planning as government. Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, as a grassroots man that he is, believes governance can be delivered. The people at the grassroots into governance must start from, not from the top. We have nǹkan tá à ń sọ ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ pé àwọn láti mọ nǹkan tí láti mọ̀ nìkan ọba tí ìjọba bá ń ṣe kò ń ṣe nǹkan wọn nǹkan tí ìjọba àti focus prioritize nǹkan tí rí communities tó wà ní nǹkan tí àwọn ṣojú àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ fúnà báò àwọn àbí láti ṣe ó ṣeé ṣe ní aṣèwájú tó ìyé lóye ló bí àti gbogbo àti rí adẹ decision makers, the executive will get this report to their email messages to for thank you.
Thank you. From it, will so they will want to. It's not we are sure that area. If I'm I report with only that for it's dangerous. It's dangerous that the co-op of youth are not asking for for a dangerous thing. Comments.
Right. Right. Six. Who made Akingba Ash? No. So I want to remember
is yielding results. I think the women should clap. Our people are getting more informed about the role of women. Like somebody said, he said, when you educate a woman, you have educated a nation. When you empower a woman, you have empowered the nation. So, people have seen that when a woman is empowered, the society is the better for it. An empowered woman brings forth empowered children. And a good home, a settled home, a peaceful home directly rubs off on the society. And is an expression, the home is the expression of the society. So for this reason, that our people are even more aware of the role of women in the society and why they should be more empowered. We can see that in the graph. Almost all the local governments said women, in fact, it not only said, it was very high. The percentage very, very high. The least was about 60-something%. So for this reason, I am happy that the gender advocacy is bearing results, and I know that is why Ekiti State has remained the most peaceful state in Nigeria, and that trend will continue, because nothing can be achieved when there is no peace. For this reason, we thank our governor, I thank Mrs. Mary Omotosho, and I thank JDPI. I thank Mr. Speaker and all members. Thank you very much.
Okay, man. Honorable Tejo Kuiga will be speaking next, but I also must comment on the outcome, particularly for our women. I think that is also very applaudable. Yes, very, very. In all the 16 local governments, I think it's just 2 local governments where they were asking for appointment. The rest were skill acquisition. Meaning that for us, we should also focus on that to give more empowerment to our women, particularly our MSMA, what do you call it now? Is very key. And the skill acquisition, very, very key. Honorable Kuiga, please. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, I want to stand on existing courtesies to save time and go straight to my point. Actually, the earlier speaker, Honorable Okemo, has taken the words, all the things that I plan to talk about from my mouth. I was really want to talk about our women and want to say, let me say as an addendum, and to support that our women should be taken care of more than before, that our women should be given more opportunities for growth and development in the areas of skill acquisition and all the rest that have been, talked about before me. So I just want to say that the things that was really, that I really want to talk about has been, talk and has been really given a real meaning to what is on ground. It's just about women. Women should be, because the saying goes that when you empower women, just like Honorable Okeme said, you empower the nation, so we should continue to celebrate our women in all aspects. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Okuiga. We are taking notes. Let me just call Honorable Oluwayomi, please. And I know that the Agon Chair will want to speak. DJ TSD will speak. I'm also aware, I don't know if KBC will want to speak. I don't know whether KBC will have something to say. Then the youth, I know youth representatives want to say something. Then the Commissioner for Youth. Okay, please, can you just take note of those that have signified? let's have them. So I call on Honorable Oluwayomi Ayorinde. Yes, and I can see that one honorable still want to speak. Thank you.
Right Honorable Speaker, fellow parliamentarians, distinguished stakeholders, good morning. I want to appreciate Reverend Father Emmanuel and his team from JDPI and Sister Agatha for doing a good job. Obtaining information from people at a time like this can be very, very difficult. And I know the importance of research because I am a statistician. You measure opinion poll from angle of reliability. And what does it take for opinion poll to be reliable? You look at the sample size and selection, and you look at the error, margin of error. By what we have seen here, the sample size is fair enough, even though it could be bigger. If it's bigger, slightly bigger than this, it will be more representative. Or be that as it may, I think they've done a very good job. The other leg of it, which is the margin of error, everything this report has said is consistent with all that we have been hearing from our people. So the margin of error is also very, very minimal. I don't know where the funding is coming from, but I know you are doing God's work, sir. And may God continue to bless you. You have been meticulous. You have been intentional. You have been very, very deliberate in ensuring that government have necessary feedback that we can use to re-engineer from time to time. I want to beg of you that at any time you need to increase your sample space and you want the assembly to get involved, we can actually assist you in taking those questionnaires to our constituents so that we can have a larger sample size that will lead to a more reliable outcome. On that note, I just want to thank you and also thank the Office of the Director General, Office of People's Communication, or what's the designation? Community Communication, and your team for work you are doing all over the state. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I know that you have lent your voice to the importance of what we are doing, particularly what JDPI had actually done. I know that, and that you can see that the margin error is very minute, if at least, but it's a great one. Please, I will quickly call on Chairman on behalf of, because this goes to the grassroots, and they are to implement whatever is our resolution at the end of the day. So let's hear from him. Please take the mic to him. Argon Chair.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished members of this House, please permit me to stay on existing protocol.
I wanted to say that anybody that wants to speak, let's leave the protocol. Let's just go straight.
Thank you.
So address Onipo Gileta law.
Okay, thank you, sir. Citizen engagement. This is a very wonderful initiative. I also want to appreciate the handler of the research, but I want to say this, that honestly, when I look at the report of my local government, it is actually at variance with the realities on ground. Anybody here from Ekiti East, I can see Honorable Agida right there. Anybody from Ekiti?
Majority in your local government said electricity.
It's okay. Thank you, sir.
There is road, there is water, and there is security, and there is market store. And the people in your community now say electricity.
It's okay.
I know what you're looking at. You are now looking at 81%. That is another ball game. It's not the same thing as. You understand?
Thank you.
It's another thing. Thank you. What do we need for women? 81% now say appointment. There is skill acquisition under that one, but they say appointment, not skill acquisition. That is, yes. I think we should follow it very, very well. Thank you. Agon Chairman. But you only spoke for your local government. You are the Agon Chairman. I think you should speak for. Okay, thank you. No. They can't. It has to be independent. It was carried out independent of House of Assembly too. The only thing I know about it is that they want to go out, and I don't even know who they have reached out to, and that is how a research. It has to be very independent of us, particularly policymaker. Hold on, please, so that we will not go and influence the outcome of their research. Yes, the Director General, OSTD, OTSD, sorry please. I can see that your SSA are raising their hands. I think they should go and meet your Director General. Tell him everything you want to say. He can now communicate us. So before I call DG, maybe your boys, let them come and see you. Let me call the representative of NUJ. I mean the NUJ chair. Okay, thank you, sir. So the two of you go and tell your DG what you want to say.
All right. Hello. Hello. Because of the long list of protocol, I would like to use the Honorable Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Stephen Aribasoye, and the DG Community Communications as point of contact to recognize and appreciate everyone here. I would like to commend the government of Ekiti State for bringing up this kind of initiative in partnership with JDPI. But let me clear this and say that the research was actually carried out in partnership with the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, and the Ekiti State Council of Elders. But however, let me just quickly say that I have two major points which I've actually streamlined into what I call the media and the rot in the society. Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is actually doing very well and has built a lot of goodwill for himself. But the fact remains that the popularity of any government is not centered on the activities of governors alone. There is need for political office holders, stakeholders, cabinet members, and political appointees at the grassroots to do more in the engagement of their people. As a journalist and the chairman of NUJ, and as the watchdog of the society, I think I have that statutory responsibility to speak on behalf of the public as far as information at our disposal is concerned. The fact remains that a lot of political appointees in Ekiti State are resting on the goodwill that Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji has built. We need to contribute to support the level of accessibility to most of our political office holders needs to be reviewed and worked upon. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I would like to commend you for a very great job that you have done as far as land grabbing is concerned. There is this rot in our society that a lot of people don't look at. Governance is not all about road alone. Sometimes a government can provide road, provide health, and people are aggrieved just because of the little rots that are in our society. Imagine today you have petrol stations selling above pump price. When you visit other states, they are not like that. And that same petrol station, we have a POS attendant beside them. They will ask you to go and use that POS. They will not give you cash. These are rots that people are aggrieved about. Sir, I want to tell you today that in Ekiti State, the cost of living is the highest in the Southwest. Check the level of rent. Check transportation. If you are going to Ibadan today, you will take it from Ado Ekiti for 5,555. If you are coming from Ibadan, you will take it for 4,000. Why? These are some of the routes that people cannot actually have the access to governor and telling that this is what we are facing. But right inside them, they have bottleneck anger, and which I want the House of Assembly to look at. And that's why I said, if we have this grassroots engagement, these are some of the things that people will be able to discuss with their representative, with the SA of the governor. But most of them, with due respect, are not actually available for people to be able to vent their anger. They are supposed to hold the cloth of governor's representatives, to hold the cloth of the cabinet members in their village, to say, sir, this is wrong. But because they don't have that access, a lot of them will not bottle that anger. In Ekiti State today, before I stop, we claim to be 3 million. And the last voters registration exercise, Ekiti recorded almost 1 million. But during our voting, we recorded less than 400. Where are the remaining 600,000 people that actually registered for these voters? It shows there is apathy. It shows people are resentive about government, but we know that. And the last one that I would like to put is that I wonder why our political office holders are always quick to come to the media in times of campaign, but you run for the media the moment you are elected into government offices because you believe you don't want the media to do anything against you. But while you are campaigning, why don't you have that kind of thought before coming? If you are doing very much and we are not being projected, it will assume, or members of the public will see it as if we are doing less. There is need for more projection.
Meaning that if you are from a journey, now your priority area should be on water. If you are from Ikole West, Ikole Central, Kajola, the priority should be on electricity. And that is why we are here, so that anything you are doing, and don't forget also that for women in those areas, all what they are asking for is empowerment, skill acquisition, support our business. And that is why when we are doing it, it's not just to give them tokenism, let's see how we can empower them. Am I correct? And that commissioners, look at what you are doing, your budget. What are you coming? Are you also telling why we are here? We will look at that, but let us also focus on what is to be done in our various communities. Iyalobiri, please, 2 minutes. Thank you. We have to close by 1:30 at most.
The Right Honorable Speaker, the Kabiyesi, the Iyalobiri here present. We thank God for this opportunity given to us in Ekiti to rub minds together with the government. The first thing I will say is to thank our governor, Governor Bao Biodun Oyebanji Abayomi, for what he's doing in Ekiti State. He's really trying. Very, very. We also thank him for what he has done and what he's doing, and for those that are yet to do. I pray the Lord will uphold him. I want to focus my attention to Irekbodu Felodun. We are of two asses, sir. We have bad road there. Even if we are government worker, if you are transferred to that Irekbodu Felodun area,
please project Irekbodu Felodun.
They will reject it. So for this, we urge our governor to assist us to give us good road there. From Isao down to Afao, down to Orun, down to Igbemo, there are potholes, no good road there. And this time of our farm products, we know Igbemo for the home of rice. Our yams is coming out, our rice also is also out. So we urge our governor to assist us in that area.
When you look at it,
my name is Chief Mrs. Dobitri.
You will see that agricultural sector, maybe your area is the one talking about agricultural sector.
We have
that's what I'm saying.
There.
It's there.
Only, yes.
No problem. Eshe.
It's only good road we need in that
good
area.
Road. Yes. Thank you. Eshe. Now, Iyaloja ní ìṣẹ́jú méjì. Ọ̀nà ìbáyọ̀ the way after Iyaloja. Eshe.
Gbogbo gba o.
Stand by.
Owó wà.
Kò sóṣì.
Ká gbé bá ò ṣàṣeyọrí. Ká rántí ká gbé bá ò ṣàṣeyọrí. Yẹn lọ́jà àárọ̀ ti bá.
agricultural sector. Then women's skills acquisition as what they want government to do for them, that's 85%. Then what government should do for the youth, appoint more youth. MOBA, local government area. The priority for the people of MOBA road. The priority sector, agricultural sector for the people of MOBA. Then what government should do for the women, skills acquisition for the women. And for the youth, appoint more youth into political offices. Ekiti, Southwest. Ekiti Southwest. Ekiti Southwest. Please, that is an error. It's Ekiti Southwest. The priority for the people of Ekiti Southwest, electricity. That's for their community. Electricity. The priority sector, agricultural sector, 36%. What government should do for the women, skills acquisition. And for the youth, skills acquisition also for the youth. Idosi, local government. The priority for the people of Idosi local government, electricity. Then the sector for government to look at agricultural sector. Then for the women, skills acquisition. Then for the youth, appoint more youth into political offices. Ilejemeje, the priority for the people of Ilejemeje, community road. Then for the sectors, agricultural sectors. And for the women, skills acquisition. And for the youth, appoint more youths to political offices. Then Oye local government. The priority for the people of Oye local government, electricity. Then the sector, agricultural sector. The women, skills acquisition. And for the youth, appoint more youths. In our record, we equally have, because we tried as much as possible to interview from all the wards, 177 wards, at least 5 persons from a ward, and the people from the ward constitute the local governments. And so, in a nutshell, that is our report of findings from the people of Ekiti State as regards what they want government to focus on and to do for them. Thanks for the opportunity. %, of the people of Irekpodun local government want skills acquisition. Then bursary for their youth, 36% from Irekpodun. Efon, local government area. 46% of the people who interviewed in Efon want community roads. And 54% want agricultural sector to be looked at. Then 79% want skills acquisition. for their women. And 53% want more appointments of youths into their political offices. Emure local government area, 32% of the people from Emure local government want